Hello my friends, this is Amner Hunter from amnerhunter.com, and in today's video I'm gonna be checking out 4 amp sim emulations, both free and paid, of the legendary guitar amplifier Vox AC30. This legendary amp that was built and developed in 1958, okay, so more than 60 years of this legendary amplifier that is and was used by many famous and legendary bands and guitar players around the globe. The first one, it's a free amp sim. It's called Classic 30 by Dave Clark and Exe Consulting. The second one, it's from the company Nembrini Audio. This is the Voice AC30. It's a paid plugin, but there's a free trial available full-featured. The third one, it's a brand new release from the company Kuassa. This is a paid amp sim. This is called Amplification Lancaster, and there's a deal going on right now with this amplifier. Also, there is a free trial available. The limitation is that every 40 seconds there is a noise. And the last amp sim in the list is the Rollamp from the company Analog Obsession. This is a free amp sim. All of the applicable links are going to be down below in the description and first comment, and don't forget to check out the timestamps as well that I leave you down below. Thank you very much for being here and welcome my friends. Before we go dive into the content, I would like to invite you to my website, amnerhunter.com. I have some free stuff here that I want you to have. I have some PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players. Also, I have some free tools available, a huge collection of guitar impulses, my Cubase mixing template, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out my blog, which I'm updating weekly with tons of free resources and content. So now let's get to the video. This is how I set up the session here in my DAW. I recorded this guitar chord progression or guitar riff, also guitar solo and melody above this backing track, and I recorded 2 separate guitar takes. I put one guitar take to the left, one guitar take to the right, 100% as you see here. And I split this guitar chord progression in 4 different sections. Each one of these pair of guitars have the sound of one of the 4 amplifiers. The same for the guitar solo. So this first section, for instance, is being sent to this guitar bus where I have the first amp sim. This is the Classic 30. The other section of the riff, which is this, it's being sent to this guitar group where I have the second amplifier. The third section of the riff, it's being sent to the third amp sim that I'm reviewing in this list. This is the Amplification Lancaster. And I have here the 4th section. It's being sent to this guitar group. But the difference with the last amp sim, the Rollamp, is that it doesn't come with a stereo option. So I had to put one instance in the left guitar and another instance in the right guitar. I sent these guitars to this group, and finally I have this rhythm guitar bus where each of these individual groups are being sent. And for a better and fair comparison, I am using just one cabinet for all of the different amp sims. I am using one impulse. I have one universal cap sound. I am using pulse as my main impulse response loader. So I disabled the cap section of the amps that come with this option. For instance, here I turned off the cabinet. Here in the Voice AC30 from Nembrini Audio, I went to the impulse loader or cabinet section and I put here bypass. Also with the Amplification Lancaster, I disabled here the cap section. The Rollamp also comes with a cabinet emulation, so I disabled the cabinet to be able to have a more accurate picture or sound from the different amp sims. Also, this impulse response that I'm using here, my friends, I'm gonna leave the link down below in case that you wanna download it. It's an impulse response that I made using the sound of a real AC30 mic'd with an SM57. After the universal impulse loader, I am using this equalizer that it's also affecting all of the guitar sounds. Here I am using 2 filters. This is the only EQ moves that I'm doing. I applied a high pass filter at around 100 Hz. The amps had a lot of low end rumble, so I got rid of that. And also I got rid of some high end information that wasn't needed in the final result of the mix, with a low pass filter at around 10-11 kilohertz. Those are the only EQ moves I did. As far as the guitar solos, what I did here is that I used the same amp sim, same settings that I used on the rhythm guitar, and I am sending each of these guitar solos to this guitar bus, where I have the same cabinet and impulse response. I have the same equalizer with the same two moves, and I just added a delay just to give more spice to the guitar solo, right? Using this free delay plugin. And finally, after these guitar buses, they are being sent to this master channel where I have this compressor just to glue the mix a little bit using a slow attack, fast release ratio of 3:1, just lowering the threshold till I get 3 to 4 decibels of gain reduction on the overall mix. And finally, at the end of the chain, I have this limiter just to increase the loudness of the track. I put the ceiling at -1 decibel, lowered the threshold, and just getting around 2 decibels of gain reduction. That's the only processing that I'm doing on the overall mix. Just wanted to have a fair comparison and a more accurate comparison, having the sounds as natural as possible without any more processing. I am just using the equalizer section of each amplifier to have a more consistent sound between the 4 of them. And of course, I tried to level match each one of the different amp sims with the faders, alright, in terms of volume. That's it, and you're gonna listen to the final result at the end of the video. So now let's check each one of the different amp sims by themselves and also in a full mix. For the final conclusion, my friends, my personal favorite was the Voice DC30 from Nembrini Audio. I found that this was the most realistic out of the four. Also, the Amplification Lancaster is pretty cool. It has great impulses. The free ones are also cool. I liked this one because it has different sections here where you have some effects, not just the amp sim. And about the Rollamp by Analog Obsession, this one is pretty cool also. This tone knob is pretty useful to get different equalization modes. Please let me know down below in the comments, my friends, which one was your favorite out of these 4 amp sims. Have you tried them? Have you used them? Do you enjoy the legendary sound of the Vox AC30? Perhaps you have a real amplifier, so that's pretty cool. If you have any questions and or comments, please leave them down below. I'm gonna be happy to read you. Before we go, my friends, I would like to invite you to my website, amnorhunter.com. I have some free guides and PDF ebooks for music producers and guitar players. Also, I have some free tools available, my huge collection of guitar impulses, my Cubase mixing template and workflow, also the impulse response that I used in this video. It's available for free. And finally, don't forget to check out my blog, which I'm updating weekly with tons of free content. Thank you very much for watching the video, my friends, and I'll see you very soon on the next one, alright? Take care.